Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me and allowing me to continue to be your daily advocate. If you're new here or you're not subscribed for any reason, please do me a huge favor and hit the subscribe button. Thank you to all of you who have been watching and following me for so long. It truly means a lot, and I'm glad that I can be this person.
But we definitely have a lot more crypto news to cover today because the news is absolutely wild. Take a look at this. Charles Schwab files for a crypto economy ETF. Multinational financial services company Charles Schwab is the latest major legacy financial player to push deeper into the cryptocurrency industry. Now guys, if you enjoy these daily crypto videos, make sure you press that like button because why not? You know? What do you have to lose? I don't know. So this is to me really interesting. The fact that an American financial services company, the way they call it, Charles Schwab, has filed for this, it just showcases these guys are trying to keep up the charade of, oh no, you know, the crypto is not that good, a little bit scary. At the end of the day, what they're trying to do is most likely maximize their own profit any way, shape, or form. If they find out that through a system like this, they can make a lot of freaking money, they don't care if it involves crypto, they don't care if it involves anybody. They want to make that freaking money, those dollar signs. So, as I've said before, as we've seen now in Ukraine, a little bit of a different situation, but still kind of the same. Crypto, for a very good part right now, is being used where it's necessary, where people are starting to notice, okay, there's a opportunity, let's take it. With Ukraine, it was with the donation system. With these guys, it's like, okay, potentially we can be the first to make such an ETF. Let's do it because we're going to be the hugest in that realm. We're going to make a ton of freaking money. We're going to increase our reputation, everything like that. For a lot of other companies, it's okay. We can build a company right now that's going to overtake everything. And for a lot of others, it's because this new Web3 system, you have the chance to be the first of everything. Literally right now, the people that are building stuff, they have the chance to really become the center of the newer internet, basically, through all this Web3 stuff. It's really, really cool from a certain perspective. Having said that, I am not completely done with the SEC just quite yet, because, well, it could also be that their little talk was a preparation for something else. Take a look at this. The SEC now targets NFTs after Ripple lawsuit debacle. The SEC is probing NFT creators for regulatory violations. This was revealed in a report released by Bloomberg. The SEC is checking if NFTs are being used to raise money like traditional securities. After its unsuccessful hounding of Ripple, the US SEC focuses on a new target, NFTs. According to a report by Bloomberg, the US SEC is scrutinizing creators of NFTs and the crypto exchanges where NFT trade is carried out. This is to determine if some of the assets are working in conflict with the Commission's rules. And I've stated this before, NFTs are a very strange realm. Now guys, I am honestly looking into creating a NFT collection myself, which is honestly not going to be for art. I've stated before, if you're buying NFT pieces for art, I would highly suggest to not buy into those 10,000-ish collections, but buy some of a reputable artist who just makes amazing work. And I would say pay a reasonable price. You know, the majority of things are not worth the money that people are being paid, or people are paying for them. However, the same thing applies to a lot of game NFTs. I usually give out information on my channel about what I think is worth it and what I don't think is worth it. But for me, what I'm thinking of making is something, I don't want to spill too many beans just quite yet, but where you can literally see the benefits and it's just a useful thing. Let me say it like this. I would only make something that is NFT related if I would actually really agree that it's a smart thing. Again, not financial advice, but a smart thing for me as an individual to have, where I would think that's better to have than not to have it, regardless of how much I paid for it, basically. That's the only reason I wish I could ever go for it, because I told you all, I'm never gonna release just 10,000 from these freaking profile pictures with no use, whatever. It's really stupid to me that people buy that, but we'll get into that for a different day, because I'm thinking about it, but I haven't really put the steps in, because I have to make sure it is really a good thing, that I can never ever think that there was anything wrong with that. I don't want to ever make a mistake when doing these NFT things, as I've said before. I really... So let me reiterate. If there's an NFT collection of mine coming, it better be freaking useful, or you guys gotta go back to this clip and kind of warn me that I'm a stupid ass, right? But I'm doing my best to think of all the freaking things that could fit inside there before I ever release it, because a lot of you guys have been saying, Dusty, release the merch, release the this, that. I'm thinking maybe I should do something where it kind of combines everything, because if I only create one thing and the channel will keep growing, I think that could be a pretty cool thing, right? To have kind of part of the channel in that sense. I don't know. I've been thinking about that. It seems like a cool idea, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I haven't really put anything into motion just quite yet. However, the regulations, it does make me think. I think whatever way I would do it, I would be pretty safe in that sense. But I do wonder how a lot of companies do it that are literally raising money through NFTs. If you guys get my drift, that you are, for example, selling a part of a actual company, like for example BitBoy is doing. I wonder how that kind of works with NFTs, where the benefits are, related to the efforts of the creator, basically. But I'm also wondering how it works when you're literally buying stuff before a game, for example, comes out, and you're actually literally just helping that game, basically raise money to build something. I sometimes wonder exactly how that comes along. But then again, the SEC is already investigating that. It is, however, only in the US, the SEC, this specific SEC. The SEC smells something fishy about the NFT market and is launching a probe by sources. And again, these different sources are stating that the SEC is looking into it. It doesn't mean much just quite yet, but as we've seen with the Ripple case, this might be a very, very big trouble that the SEC is going to try to bring up. However, on the stablecoin realm as well, it's not something which I think they can do too easily, so it will still take a long amount of time. And so if they will go for something, I think it's going to be along the lines of what happened with stablecoins, or where it happened kind of with Ripple, where it's going to be a one-by-one basis for the start, unless we're going to get a William Hinman speech 2.0, but I think they're too afraid to let go of something like that. And to kind of put the cake or the icing on top of the cake like that, a little bit of lag. Take a look at this article right here. Fed Chair Powell stresses on crypto law in view of the Russia-Ukraine war, and Donald Trump NFTs are launched. And of course, the last part is the part which I find most interesting. So let's take a good look. Fed Chairman Jerome Powell says the Russia-Ukraine stuff highlights that crypto law can prevent evasion of sanctions, which again, a lot of people have debated and talked about, even Brad Garlinghouse. But Parler launches a Donald Trump NFT, or at least an NFT collection. It's actually kind of funny to see how Melania Trump has, for example, gone for an NFT collection, and quite a lot of high-profile individuals have gone for them, and it worries me, or it makes me wonder, how exactly do the rules work for that, right? So, as we've stated before, a lot of parties and people basically are doing these NFTs to raise money. I wonder what the rules on that will look like in the next couple of months. But I also just wonder how it will look like in terms of copyright, or literally selling art pieces of an individual where the benefits are all concluded to that specific individual. There's just so many things which are vague to me that I don't fully understand. Even right now, the whole copyright debacle. Let's say I, for example, because in the physical art world, I'm already sometimes confused. But in the online art world, in that sense, I'm completely confused. I'm thinking, what if I were to draw, for example, a Mickey Mouse, right, on a piece of freaking paper? All right, you can definitely say, okay, you're trying to portray that specific character, which is trademarked, so you cannot completely sell that because you don't have that. But it's your drawing of something which resembles it. It's not the exact same thing. But then what you've also done is put that onto, again, your own drawing, onto a computer. You've changed it up potentially even a little bit more to even stray a little bit further away from the truth, because now it's, pixelized, whatever code. And then you're also selling the specific token that gives somebody the right to that specific picture, but potentially, you guys understand what I'm saying? Like, you're giving away the right to a picture which was drawn by you, but the actual picture can still be in your possession, sort of, but you're selling it as an NFT without the person actually getting the picture, maybe. They're just getting the NFT of the picture, but then they don't really own the picture, so they just own an example of something which could be trademarked, but they don't have the actual trademark content, but then again, they kind of do. The reason I'm saying that's so confusing is because it just depends on how many layers you view it, and most likely it just goes along the lines of anything that's Mickey Mouse related, just trademarked by default, just almost anything. But I sometimes wonder if there's a loophole around it, or if they can really do anything about it, because you can keep selling it and you're never going to find the person doing that, because it's, again, a completely anonymous type of realm. So I'm also thinking, is it even worth troubling for? I guess so. But then again, also, I guess the same thing applies with YouTube, right? Where if you post that stuff, they'll take it down. They can't really hold you accountable and come sue you in real life too much because it's such a big hassle to find out all those details about people.
So enjoy your day, everybody. I'm always here for you. Leave any comments or questions below, and be sure to subscribe. But thanks, everybody. I really appreciate you. Enjoy your day, and I always have your back. So thanks so much, everybody.